YouTube, it's me again. I decided to go ahead and show you some of my vinyl collection, my records, and what I actually play them on. So I'll go ahead and get started. What we have here is a Technique 1200 turntable. And then we got the Vestax mixer, the crossfader, kind of broken, but still works somewhat. And then we got the other turntable. And I'll go ahead and jump down here and start showing you some of my vinyl. Most of my vinyl collection is a lot of old school hip hop, old school soul, funk, some old school jazz, some classic rock. This crate right here is actually old school soul, jazz, and the back half is hip hop. So I'll go ahead and jump into this. First off, we got Kool and the Gang, Live at the PJs. I mainly got this for a track called NT, which has got a pretty nasty drum break in the middle of the song or towards the end. Yeah, it's been sampled numerous times. So this is an excellent album on its own. Kool and the Gang, Live at the PJs. Classic soul album. BT Express, Do It Till You're Satisfied. And then here's the tracks. About, I want to say 2 or 3 or 4 of these songs have been sampled. All of these songs are extremely funky. Incredible album. And then we got Roy Ayers, He's Coming. Smith & Wesson borrowed this cover for their cover. So yeah, this is another good album. Good soul album, soul jazz album, fusion, whatever you want to call it. And then we have an essential soul funk album, Curtis Mayfield, the Superfly soundtrack. Really can't say anything about this album that hasn't been said. Highly influential album, highly sampled, great movie. Every song on here is incredible. Anybody who's into soul, R&B, funk, hip-hop needs to own this album, or at least listen to it once. We got The Ninth Creation, Bootsy Collins, the name is Bootsy. Funkadelic, One Nation Under a Groove. Another Parliament album. Funkadelic album, Uncle Jam Wants You. It's got the song Not Just Knee Deep, which has been sampled quite a few times as well. Isaac Hayes, Hot Buttered Soul. And then we have the Fatback Band, Pleasure. I'm not sure what the title of this is, but it was produced by Kool and the Gang. And the song Sport on here has got a really nasty drum break at the beginning. We got Headless Heroes of the Apocalypse by Eugene McDaniels, another heavily sampled album. And just a note, a lot of these are reissues, or a good number of them. So to track down a lot of these albums in their original forms is pretty much murder. So on some of these, I had to just settle for the reissues. So to all you vinyl purists and hip hop snobs or whatever, be easy. And then we got Booker T and the MGs, Melting Pot. This is an original, actually. Yeah. Very dope track on here called Melting Pot. Another Curtis Mayfield joint. The Meters. A Random Soul album. Gotta love that. Yep. And then next up we got the hip hop LPs. Eric B. and Rakim, Paid in Full. Everybody who claims to be a hip hop head or a fan of hip hop in any of its forms needs to have at least heard this album, if not owned this album. Some of the greatest displays of him seeing ever on this album. And that's the GOAT right there. Most influential MC of all time. Most copied, most respected. If you haven't heard this album, go listen to it. And then we got another essential, Big Daddy Kane, Long Live the Kane, with Set It Off, Ain't No Half Steppin'. Another highly influential MC with probably, in my opinion, the most perfect rhyme scheme of all time, rhyme style or cadence, however you want to put it, ever. Yeah. Big Daddy Kane, Long Live the Kane. And then we got a Kane single, Smooth Operator. Got the flat top. With the B-side, Warm It Up Kane, which is mainly what I bought it for. And then we got the Genius, GZA, Liquid Swords, an essential Wu-Tang album. In my opinion, the best Wu-Tang solo album by the best MC in the clan. And great art cover. Great artwork on the cover, I should say. But yeah, that's an essential as well. And we got Grave Digger 6 Feet Deep. This is an import from England. It's got a few extra tracks on there. This is from '94. There's a lot of production on here from Prince Paul and RZA. Classic LP. Classic album. And then we got Ice Cube's first album, America's Most Wanted, with added Kill It Will MP, or EP, excuse me. This is an incredible album. A lot of people that know Ice Cube mainly know him from his movie that he's made recently, or the albums that he's made recently. They don't know about the classic that is America's Most Wanted, when he was a true MC. Second album by him, Death Certificate, where he was his most conscious and political, covered racism, safe sex, the military, and it also has probably the greatest, or one of the greatest diss songs of all time, No Vaseline, where he's just destroying NWA while he's destroying, MC Ren and all those guys. He just tears through them on this song. Death Certificate, another essential Ice Cube album. And if you were only going to listen to 2 Ice Cube albums, these would be it. His third one, The Predator, was alright, but both of these albums are solid all the way through. And then we have The Far Side, Bizarre Ride to the Far Side. Very just loony album. A lot of really dope beats on here though. And the classic song Passing Me By. I really like this group just because of their sense of humor and their choice of beats as well. Good production on this album, and their album that came out after this was Lab & Cabin, California. Another good album by them. I'll go ahead and cut this off here right now, and I guess I'll see you on the next part where I'll finish going through this stack, or this crate, and go through another stack that I have. So until then, see you guys later.
I testified, my mama cried, black people died when the other man lied. See the